our name?
Welcome back to the History Explorers podcast.
I'm one of your hostess, I'm Addy.
I'm Kinzie.
And today, our podcast is going to be a Halloween special, and we're going to do over the Salem witch trials. The Fear and Faith in 1692.
This is actually, I think, the earliest we have.
Yes, this is the earliest American history we have.
Tombstones wasn't before this, right?
No. I don't think so.
So, the Salem witch trial were on one of the darkest and most mysterious chapters in early American history. In 1692, in the Puritan village of Salem, Massachusetts, fear overtook reason. 20 innocent people were executed, many others imprisoned. It was a time when superstition, religion, and power collided, with deadly results.
Yeah, basically, to overview this, the Salem witch trials was just accusing a bunch of women of being witches, and some men. And we brutally unalived some people. And I mean brutally. In this episode, we'll uncover how fear transformed into basically murdering people. And we couldn't, and also, wasn't it just like stuff in their food? Because they were just like not raising crops right, and they were just like making people like a bit sick, and they made them feel things.
No, I thought it was because something happened and they were I don't know.
Meanwhile.
So, this is me this is segment 1, history background, paragraph 2 in our newspaper. It said, in the late 17th century, Salem was a small Puritan settlement surrounded by wilderness. The Puritans believed deeply in the presence of the devil, and saw witchcraft as a really real threat. But beyond religions, tensions simmered. Political uncertainty, disputes over land and horse witches created anxiety and resentment.
Like, everyone's scared of, like, the devil coming into their land. And they're trying to frame people for it, which is not going well in their favor. Salem wasn't just fearful, it was fractured. People were angry, divided, and desperate for explanations for these tortures. They don't... Misfortunes. I don't know why it's a torture. We're over here killing people for all their misfortunes, and basically... When strange events began to unfold, it didn't take long for whispers to turn into accusations. And this is what happens when people act like children.
The beginning of executions, paragraph 3 in our newspaper. It began in the home revered Simeon Perez in January 1692. His daughter Betty and his niece Abigail Williams began to convulse and cry out in agony. They complained of invisible lights and unseen attackers. The vigil doctor baffled declared one chilling cause witchcraft. Dr. Griggs, there is no natural explanation. They are bewitched.
Okay, could you imagine walking into your room and seeing your daughter like dying on the floor and your doctor being like, oh, it's witchcraft? Like, what? No. Oh, shoot. After execution, Salem unraveled. Salem unraveled. More villages came forward claiming to see spectators in shapes of their neighbors attacking them in the front yard at night, in a place where being different meant being dangerous. Anyone could become a target. That's very creepy.
And paragraph 5, the trials and executions. Between June and September of 1692, a special court tried dozens of accused witches. 19 were hanged, and one, Gil Scores, was sentenced to death under heavy sentence after refusing to plead.
So apparently everyone's guilty until proven not. By autumn, the tide turned. Prominent ministers increase in cotton mather urged caution, warning against the use of spectral evidence. Governor William Phipps dissolved the court and freed the remaining prisoners. Salem, once united in faith, was left divided, guilt and grief.
Semitic aftermath and legacy, paragraph 7. In these years, they followed Levison's spread through Massachusetts. Judge confessed, accusers begged forgiveness, families refused restitutions for their looseness. Judge Samuel C. Wall himself stood before his congregation in 1697 and declared his remorse.
With that, he said, the Salem witch trials became warning and about faith and fragility and justice.
In conclusion, this is paragraph 8. The Salem witch trial reminds us how fear and ignorance can destroy communities, which began as a few strange fits turns into a tragedy that claimed 20 innocent lives. Salem's stories teaches us that justice requires courage, reason, and compassion, especially when fear demands otherwise.
Thank you very much for watching this podcast. We know it's really rushed. We did this last minute. It's what, the 28th?
Yes, 28th, and we had 10 minutes to film this whole thing.
Yeah,
and
so...
you can obviously tell we didn't make it across.
Yeah, so... Paul, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We know it's very rushed, but as always, I'm Addy.
I'm Kinzie.
And remember, stay historical. Gosh, you gotta run. Run, Kinzie.